Look at that, 33 minutes first set, 59%, 57% for Nadal. Winners 12 and 3. There's the big difference. Unforced errors 6 and 7, about even. But what an amazing difference there on the winners column. 12 for this man, 3 for Nadal. 33 minutes first set. Not quite sure Nadal has been beaten this badly in a set ever. So the early part of the second set, vital for the Spaniard.
Oh!
They're still very nervous for some reason. Of course, I can understand when you start off the match, but this man has been in very tough and tense situations before. Of course, the winner of the French Championships, finalist at Wimbledon, number 2 player in the world. So the nerves should have been shaken off by now. Well done. That's what I think that Nadal should do, fire himself up. He's got the whipping forehand that is very hard to respond to something like this from the back court. He will get the easy volley, so he should be moving forward to cut it off.
Yes, he was in the Wimbledon final, and he did win the French final, but he has not won a title since that French Open in June 2006. Got it.
Oh, he's hooked it in. The volley floated just a bit. He came in nicely here. The volley floating just a little bit, giving Gonzalez enough time. But look at this pass from outside the doubles alley. Glorious pass here by the Chilean on the dead run. He is on fire, this man. It's all going the Chileans' way. I tell you, you could see there Rafa Nadal just absolutely too scared to attempt going into Gonzalez's forehand, eventually getting caught at the net under the barrage of that forehand yet again. So 2 break points right off the bat in the opening game of the second set.
Game Gonzalez.
Well. This is an amazing start to this match. A set and 1 love for Gonzalez with the break.
Well, and you know, there is such an ascendancy for the Chilean. It's not as if Nadal is actually yielding here or surrendering by any means, but at the moment you might say he's just complying with the tactics and with the sheer force that we're seeing from this 26-year-old from Chile. The crowd inside the Rod Laver, they are loving this. Hope you are as well on Star Sports. This match could have everything. And don't forget, of course, 2 nights ago we saw Nadal against Murray. That was a match we thought had, what, everything, inverted commas. 1 love.
Love 15. Clearly Rafa Nadal trying to stay with Gonzalez's backhand, which is a very firm slice that he scored. He keeps the ball in play till he gets a short enough one to go for the flattish backhand.
Miles.
I think he's going to challenge it.
Fernando Gonzalez's challenger call at the right near sideline, called out.
Interesting. Should he be right here? It's probably out because the ball fell very slowly. Oh dear, is it? Oh, it is out!
Gonzalez has
if that
one
was
challenger
in,
remaining.
I mean, obviously Nadal was one smash away from the point. But if that was in, they would have replayed the point, which would have been a huge break. Good serve, set up a good approach shot. Gonzalez trying to consolidate the break of serve in this early part of the second. There is only that much running you can do. And I tell you, so far, Alan, this man, Gonzalez, has not put a foot wrong.
It's been an absolute bombardment by Gonzalez. Nadal using up so much energy in those runs across that baseline. It's 30-all from love 30. Such an offensive strategy this is by the 26-year-old Chilean. It's another good serve. Everything was going right.
Very breezy. No problem with the timing. This is not an easy shot, this one. He cuts it beautifully.
Well, just how foreboding this will be, this set and the start of the second, whether he can sustain it. Yes, down the line
Gonzalez.
for the winner. Gonzalez takes a 2-games-to-love lead at the start of the second.
2 games to love.
That really was a thoughtful glance across the net there from Nadal. Here he goes, takes his time. He will not be rushed. He's got to get on the board now in this second set. Love 2, down a set. Unbelievable running. I think we're seeing
15 love.
new levels of endurance and just the most incredible retrieves by both players. It's 15 love.
Oh, he missed it! Over anxious.
That is the most embarrassing miss of the tournament, and he knows it.
Oh, he's taking a look at the screen, isn't he?
Watch this.
Goes up the middle. Rafa gets it back.
Oh dear.
How does that make you feel, Alan? You feel good, don't you? Strokes like that, you're a master of.
Yeah.
Very well. You know, there's a bit of a question mark here when you see Rafa Nadal serving and volleying.
Ball to love.
Which then leads me to believe that he's confused. That's not what he likes to do.
Nadal is on the board in the second set in this fascinating battle. It is a rampant Fernando Gonzalez who has raced away with the first set 6-2.
Thank you.
Nadal is on the board now, but the break of serve has already gone to the Chilean, and here he is serving 2-1. Been a ferocious start in this quarterfinal.
Yes, well done. Coming in nicely there. You see, he's starting to come in a lot more. He realizes that he's going to have to press the Gonzalez backhand as much as he possibly can. He's lost the duels from the back of the court. Nadal. Good serving from Gonzalez. Well, he is just flying high, isn't he? Larry Stefanki is just nodding his head in approval of this man's performance.
Listen to the audience. They found a new hero. They like Nadal, but they like Gonzalez. They like what he's brought to Melbourne.
Would you believe the scoreline?
It's unbelievable. 6-2, 3-1. How resolute is this man, Nadal? He'll be back. 1-3, second set.
15 long.
Let's put a court shot there from Nadal.
Down too long.
What a scrap this is. Two great players just in combat here. Look at it. Even the umpire's getting a taste of it at close quarters.
4 to love.
Nadal races to a 40-love lead in this 5th game, 2nd set. Just going for a bit extra on that off forehand. Doesn't miss many of those. It's 40-15.
Nadal
went for it over the high part of the net. Nadal holds on, but Gonzalez still has the break of serve. Second set, 3-2, and by a set to love. Well, here he is, the world's number 2 player. Rafael Nadal in conversation with Carlos Bernardes from Brazil. I think he looked a bit disgruntled at that. I think that could have been the umpire saying you've got to get a move on. I think he's just pulled him up. Senor Bernardes from Brazil for taking his time. Because he shook his head and a little bit disgruntlement there. But the tennis that we've seen from Gonzalez has made Nadal look a bit of a ace.
15 long.
Well, at times Nadal has looked like the underling here. 201 k's an hour. That was probably the last thing that Nadal needed, was an admonishment from the umpire to get on with things.
Well, the way this man has been playing so far, seems to me, the only way Nadal is coming back into it is for this man to make a bunch of errors as he goes for his winners. Yes, good white serve.
30-15.
Has not been able to force the issue with Gonzalez, which Gonzalez did very successfully against Leighton Hewitt, and then James Blake, and now against the number 2 player in the world.
Correction.
Overruled from the chair very quickly. It's all going in Gonzalez's direction.
Thank you.
It's long.
Gonzalez.
Nadal with the forehand, trying to keep the depth and the cross court into the Gonzalez backhand.
Gonzalez leads by 4 games to 2.
The Chilean train is on a roll. 6-2, 4-2 in favor of the number 10 seed. This has really been an incredible start to this quarterfinal. Nadal looking for some window of opportunity to get back into this match. I say, that's just been some delightful tennis from Gonzalez. The re-drop, absolutely perfect.
Love 15.
Look at this re-drop, little bit of backspin. And Nadal really had no room to go anywhere. He had to go cross court.
And when he does come to the net, he looks good. He looks as if he's in familiar water, that he likes to swim in that water.
Well, he's staying with the backhand, and as long as Gonzalez gives him that slice, he has plenty of time to do this. To be able to cut off the volley. But the fact remains that this man is really feeling the heat. Yeah, he's going to take a swipe at it now and then.
30-15.
Well, he unleashed that backhand for the winner there. Gonzalez was way out, 30-15. But he does have the break of serve in this second set. Nadal down 2-4 and a set to love. Oh, that's a great point from the Spaniard. This time it was Gonzalez's turn to cover so much ground.
40-15.
The wide serve, nothing wrong with the return of serve, nor with the cross court. Is a little bit short.
Thank you. Please.
I'm not sure what's amused the crowd. We've missed that. He's got it. That is a glorious winner. He's as pleased as Larry.
40-30.
The forehand back, but this time going over the backhand beautifully. There's not much roll on it, but timing was perfect. (40-30).
Game Nadal.
It's getting G'd up now. And Nadal has to. Still though with a break of serve, Gonzalez, who leads 4-3 and by a set to love.
Well,
he's not happy. There's something that's annoying him just a little.
he's very organised, isn't he, with his stuff.
Time.
He didn't smash the shot into the bag.
But you see, the umpire's called time, and he left it within the last 5 to 10 seconds of the interval to put the shirt on, a new shirt on. But he'll take his time. But
You could get a time warning.
what he might do.
Thank you.
But there you see, Gonzalez is already out there waiting. Gonzalez to serve. He has the break of serve
Thank you.
in the second set. Strolled through the first set, 6-2. Yes. A wide serve.
15 long.
not only teeing off from the baseline and staying with Nadal in every manner from the baseline, but then hitting the aces.
It's just unrelenting tennis from Gonzalez. Look at that. 7 aces. Nadal hasn't got one. Oh, he had to go then.
He went after it though.
He did, and he was flat out.
30-15.
Difficult to control when you're really almost out of stride, almost out of time as well. 30-15. Great serve down the middle, fast and swinging away from Nadal.
40-15.
Oh, he's wide.
40-13.
He's made so few errors, Gonzalez. It's been such an imposing performance yet again. Still gets it back.
What a point! Terrific tennis here from both players. Gonzalez here showing his retrieving ability. He's back in the point, but Nadal closes in nicely.
Vijay, what Gonzalez is doing to Nadal.
Advantage Nadal.
So the error that Nadal was so desperately waiting for shows up, and now Nadal has a break point. He was waiting for the mistake. Under the most incredibly trying circumstances. I thought Gonzalez struck this one for the winner, but Nadal, he doesn't smash it. He goes with the tougher shot of the two, the high forehand. Beautifully struck winner to save break point.
Out. Advantage Gonzalez.
Well, he's clearly not pleased. First time we've seen Nadal with his hands on his hips in any tournament for that matter. So another point for Gonzalez to go up 5-3. He's missed it.
Game Gonzalez. New balls, please.
Looking up at the player's box for any little bit of inspiration from Tony Nadal.
Gonzalez
But that's the scoreline. 6-2 and 5-3.
What an assault this is by Gonzalez. A real blitz of winners, and whatever the weight of the forehand we're seeing from the left-hander, it is the right-handed Chilean who's responding with even more. He's overwhelmed Nadal in the first 2 sets, and now Nadal has to serve with new balls to stay in this second set.
Force the pace there.
15 all.
No.
40-15.
.20, 24 winners, 11 unforced errors, and Nadal way down on the winners and up with the unforced errors. So Nadal makes his serve, and after the break it will be Gonzalez to serve to take the second set for the 2 sets to love lead.
5 games to 4.
The number 2 player in the world, seeded 2 for this tournament, and Fernando Gonzalez from Chile, who will now serve against the Spaniard to take a 2 sets to love lead. This is a men's singles quarterfinal. You're watching Star Sports, your tennis channel, bringing you the first Grand Slam of the year. Fantastic action that we're seeing here on the Rod Laver Arena, and this audience, a packed house yet again, enjoying every single minute of it.
Thank you. Thank you.
They are. Gonzalez now to serve for the set.
15 long.
About Gonzalez's winners, very low above the net, so the odd occasion he catches the tape. But this is a huge and tough game for him to hold for a 2 sets to love lead. Going to stay with him. He is really making him work for this
15
hold.
Well, you just wonder whether Nadal can stay with Gonzalez. Can he stop Gonzalez taking this second set 6-4? It's 30-all. He's 2 points away.
Oh yes, he's done the damage. Gonzalez couldn't quite make the forehand pass, Nadal. And that error from the Spaniard's forehand gives the Chilean a set point for 2-0.
Thank you.
And he's got the second set, Gonzalez. What a remarkable effort so far by this man.
6-2,
6-4 for Gonzalez.
Gonzalez leads by 2 sets to 0.